Guess my age. Go ahead, guess my age. I promise I won't get offended. Alright, I might regret doing this, but go ahead. Just guess my age in the comments. This is what 50 looks like. Trent.
I wanted to jump on the trend of the 50-year-old sharing their, this is me, 54, no filters. I usually use a filter because I have posted without filters and I get very, very rude and negative comments because people don't know me and they don't understand. You guys see a very small glimpse of my life and people can be very hateful. Yeah, I don't have teeth. I lost my teeth after I lost my thyroid and had radical neck surgery for cancer. And I had to go through radiation and stuff and my teeth all broke off, and after spending years and thousands of dollars, it just wasn't worth it anymore. So I lost all my teeth. So this is me, 54, unfiltered. I want to build each other up, not tear each other down. You know, we all are facing a battle that we know nothing about. Be kind, spread love, and cheer.
So there's a trend going around. What does a 50-year-old woman look like? I'm 55.
What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to my space. This is Evans Rayola. Guys, thank you so much for tuning to watch this episode. I do not take your support for granted. So far, on today's video, we want to talk about a very spicy topic that has taken Instagram, TikTok, and your auntie's favorite group. You know, this challenge has been the Black 50 versus White 50, where white women showcase how they look at 50, while their black counterparts also showcase how they look through videos, you know, explaining their age and showing how their skin looks without makeup, without any filters. This challenge has been taken by so many people, and it's one that many people are actually doing right now at the age of 50. I do not mean no shade to no one. We're just trying to, talk about what is happening right now in the internet. For those who are living under a digital rock, this challenge is basically side-by-side comparisons of black folks at 50 and white folks at 50. And let's just say the internet has declared the Black Don't Crack as an official national anthem. So far, I want you to watch these videos as white women and black women showcase how they look at 50. Once the videos are done, we'll get back and do a critical analysis. We'll also dive and do research, and I'll just show you whatever I shall have found about why different skin textures look different at certain ages. So far, let's watch this, then we'll get back.
Black women, stay out of it. Stay out of the "this is what 50 looks like" challenge. It's not for us, guys, okay? Let's let the other people have it. And while we're at it, make sure you're using your black girl sunscreen, because we see what happens when you don't use it.
This is what 50 looks like. Well, not really. Add 17 years to that. I'm 67. But for all of you 50-year-olds who are looking at this and who are all thinking, oh, you look good. This is what 50 looks like, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something, you 50-year-olds. These are a couple things you need to think about and do. Number one, strength train. Strength train like you mean it. Pilates is fun and it's great for that lean look, but even better is keeping your bones. At 65, you will have a DEXA scan and they will tell you what your bones look like. You want to hear them say, you have the bones of a 30-year-old. Number two, the other thing that you want to do is that you want to get to bed at a decent hour. I'm not talking about just getting 8 hours sleep. I'm talking about going to bed before 10 p.m. There's this thing called the circadian clock, and it's in everyone's body. Did you know from 10 p.m. till about 2 a.m., your body is doing a lot of things to correct, heal, and take out the trash? And if you've been snacking all night, your body can't do that because it needs to work on digestion. If you're staying up till midnight, you're cutting 2 hours off of all that corrective healing stuff that goes on inside of your body. So let me make a suggestion. Start thinking you are someone who goes to bed early. When you keep saying and reinforcing I am a night owl stuff, it's just garbage. It's not true. It's just that's your habit, okay? And the very last thing is trust your gut. Trust your intuition. Trust your wisdom. Be a woman of your word. And be the kind of woman who will speak up for injustice for other women. Be the kind of women who will not say no and mean yes, and will not say yes and mean no. Let your no be no and your yes be yes. Be a woman of your word. So, you 50-year-olds, I know you're concerned with what you look like. I get it. I am too at 67. But I've well past 50. And at 67, I would say, if I could talk to my 50-year-old self, I would tell her all the things I just told you. So get on top of that. It's great to look great, but it's also great to feel great and to take good care of what's inside.
Yes, girl, I've seen it, and I will be 50 next month. See, the thing is, us white people missed the lotion orientation. We never got the memo that we're supposed to lotion up every day, our whole body. So we wrinkle a lot quicker. Like they say, black don't crack, and that's why, because of the lotion. Now, since I've been 23, I was an esthetician and an RN, so I always took care of my skin. I have no filter on. I have no makeup on. I literally just woke up, haven't washed my face or even brushed my teeth yet. But I just saw this video of this black woman, and she is right. Women, I know, we miss the lotion orientation, and it's just not fair. But you look amazing. Amazing. Most black women don't look their age. Yeah. I think I look a little under my age because I take care of my skin, but the neck, it gives it away. I'll be 50 next month.
Not 50, not 51, not 52, not 53, not even 54, not 55, not 56, not 57, not 58 either, but 59. This is what 59 looks like, y'all.
So there's a challenge going around of what 50 looks like. I just turned 50 in November. I'll be 51 in November, obviously. So yeah, this is what it looks like for me.
So apparently there's a trend going on what 50-year-olds look like. I want to see what you look like at 50, but with no filter. This is me at 51 with no filter.
Well, this is 50, you guys. I am 54 years old. I do highlight my hair. I do have grays. I do have wrinkles. I've had a lot of stress in my life. But if you're a Gen X, 50 or older, shoot me a picture. I want to see what all my Gen X's look like at 50, 54, 56, 58, 59. Come on. Let me see what y'all look like. No filter. A lot of wrinkles, that's for sure.
Hey TikTok, I guess I'll jump in on the 50-year-old challenge. I will be 54 in a few months, and this is what a woman in her 50s looks like.
So there's a challenge going around asking what a 50-year-old woman looks like, and I am here to say I am 54, and this is what I look like.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and say it because some of y'all are just straight ratchet. And I'm talking about my youngins here. Not all of them, but when I say youngins, that's anybody under the age of 30. Because I'm 53, so under 30 is a youngin, all right? I am so disgusted with some of these comments that I'm seeing on that trend where they want women over the age of 50 to show their face with no filter, no makeup. I have no filter, no makeup. Well, I have some like old ass mascara from yesterday. I do have some boob sweat if you want to see that. I'm sweating right now anyway. But some of the comments are just not it because y'all are defining beauty by their wrinkles. First of all, aging is a privilege. Not everybody makes it to the beautiful ages of 50, 60, and 70. All right. I am damn lucky that I am 53 years old. And I'm a Gen Xer, so y'all know what I mean. Like, half of us are lucky we made it through the 80s. Like, we were some feral ass kids. All right. We were pretty much left to our own devices doing some sketchy shit. But I look at every single wrinkle on my face as an experience that I went through. Like these 11 lines that I have right here. That's me always thinking or trying to do something. These lines I hear, and these are my smile lines. I am so happy to have smile lines because that means that I led a happy life. I am privileged to be where I am today at age 53, retired with my husband. I have a beautiful family. I have kids that I absolutely adore, grandkids that I just can't get enough of, and a life that I'm happy to be living. And it's like, instead of tearing these women down, because not everybody gets the privilege of being able to have a multitude of money to be able to have all the best skincare. We've all lived different lives and we live in different environments. Yes, do some of the women look like they should be in their 60s instead of 50s? Probably. But who the fuck cares? Are they happy? How about instead of tearing them down for their looks, ask them what they went through in life. You might actually learn something, right? And I just look at it like, I cannot believe people will be so nasty to a stranger on the internet and a person that they could probably learn a little something from. Because one day, if you're lucky, you will also be in your 50s and 60s. And one thing that I will tell you about beauty, anybody can get plastic surgery on their face. Anybody can have the best skincare and maybe diminish some of these lines. But you know what you can't change? You can't change an ugly personality. And people can see that brighter than any wrinkle that you will ever show on my face.
Hey, good afternoon. So we're posting what 50-year-old looks like. I'm actually 58, will be 59 in November. No filter. What do you think?
I love this trend of 50-something ladies coming on and saying, this is what 58 looks like. I'll be 59 in September. I'm damn proud of it. I'm wondering, what's bugging the millennials? I'm seeing a lot of really shitty comment to my 50-something lady. What's bothering you so bad? Well, sugar, maybe you should wait till you're 50 to speak so that you get a little wiser with age.
There's a challenge going around wanting to know what the average 50-year-old looks like. Well, I'm 52. I will be 53 in October. So this is what 52 looks like for me.
Okay, I'm doing this 50-year challenge thing, no filter, no nothing. I'm 55, going on 56, no filter, no nothing, just me and my horse. So, that's me. No filter, no nothing. Yeah, but I think it is, I'm glad that I am African American. I really am. Because maybe it's the melanin in our skin or something. But yeah, that's my baby. He's my baby. I love you so much. 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 Yeah, I am. That's my challenge. Yeah, get a horse. That's my recommendation, is get a horse. It keeps you young. So, talk to y'all soon. See you later, babe.
Hello, my lovely friends. Apparently there's a TikTok challenge going around for what the average 50-year-old woman looks like. And while I do love a challenge, I'm not 50. I'm a little over 50. So I say we start a new challenge for 50 and over, including the 60 range, which is all this. So this is what 63 looks like on me. Whether it's average or above average or below average, I don't really know. It's beautiful, and you're beautiful. So don't you dare go and judge yourself as below average or even average. You're exceptional. And I want to see it. So share, accept the challenge to share your magnificence at your 50 or 60 or whatever age you are. I want to see it, you know? show it off, show it off. So share and show. Let's see how you show up and show out, yo. You know? I don't know what's happening. Is that cool? Do the 60-year-olds say that, or even the younger? I don't know. But show all the love, show all the beauty, show all the you-ness, because I love it. And it's worth seeing out in the world. It's worth seeing right here. Okay? I love you all, and I love me all.
All right, this is for the This is 50 trend that's going around. And I am not actually 50. I will be 56 in a month. So I want to share with you what 55 looks like without Botox, without fillers, without filters, without hair dye, without any invasive or unnatural anything. Just self-care, skincare, self-love, and self-acceptance. Keeping it real, keeping it natural. Even the curls are natural. Don't fear aging. Embrace it. Not everybody gets to experience the journey this far, and I'm here for it. So have a blessed day, everybody.
All right, I'm going to take part in the What Does 50 Look Like challenge. So I am 59, and this is what it looks like. I have wrinkles on my face. I don't have any filter on, and I'm proud of all the wrinkles I have. I'm proud of the life I created for myself. I think we all should look at aging as the gift that it is. Have a good day.
Please, for the love of God, can we stop coming to the internet and asking random strangers, how old do we look? Especially if you're a woman and you're over the age of 50. This trend has got to stop, y'all. By the time that we get in our 50s and 60s, who gives a shit what other people think? It's giving, I need external validation, even in my 50s and 60s, and you don't. As long as you feel good on the inside and you're living a nice life, who gives a shit? I saw a lady come on here yesterday and she says, this is what 51 looks like. And when you went to her comment section, they were ripping her to shreds. You know, the comments were like, oh, you look 70, you look 65. I mean, why are you putting yourself out there like that? It makes no sense. At the end of the day, we all age differently, and it doesn't matter what other people think. Look, we're supposed to be the role models for the younger women, right? We're supposed to teach them how to love themselves and not be so concerned about what other people think. So what does it look like when our old asses is on here saying, oh, how old do I look? We don't need to do that, y'all. Settle it down, calm down, knock it off. Stop this trend, okay? It is toxic as hell. All right, love y'all, bye.
Family, if you've watched the series of videos keenly, you'll note one thing that is constant. Many white women at the age of 50 look older compared to the black women in the same videos. And there is one scientific thing that is making that possible. You know, and one of them is the presence of melanin in the skin, you know, of black folk. Fam, I went further to do more research about the same. And family, I tell people that this is nothing to throw shade to the other. This is just people having fun in the internet, you know. If we get real for a second, the phrase black don't crack isn't just a flex. There is a science behind it. The melanin, the pigment that gives darker skin its color, actually helps protect against sun damage and slows down, you know, wrinkles. So for black people, the melanin in our skin makes us to slow down the wrinkles when you compare it to the white counterparts. That's why you'll notice most of the women at 50, the white women at 50, most of them have so many wrinkles, so the black ones, you know, do not have the very same wrinkles. It will take more time for a black person to develop wrinkles than it would take a white person. That is basically because of the presence of melanin pigments, you know, in our skin that makes our skin, you know, black. And while we laugh at these videos, it's also a celebration of resilience, culture, and yes, genetics doing what they do best. So this is just something to have fun, but the facts are also there. I went further to do my research in regards to the same, and here's what I found out, the reason as to why there are different changes. When we start with melanin, the pigment that gives darker skin its color, plays a huge role in slowing visible aging. You know, people start aging, but it slows. Visibly, through our eyes, we cannot see it most of the time in the black people. Darker skin tones have more melanin, which absorbs UV radiation better, making our skin look flawless, you know, at ages like 50 when you compare to the white counterparts. This means that there's less sun damage, one of the biggest causes of wrinkles, fine lines, and age spots. Black skin is naturally more resistant to sun-induced aging, known as photoaging. Most of the people develop wrinkles because of the sun. You know, each and every day you're exposing your skin to the sun, even when you have to put on sunscreen. Each and every day exposing your skin to the sun causes you to have wrinkles. But now having a black skin makes it easier for a black person to take more time before their wrinkles are even visible, you know, over time, because living in this world for 50 years is beautiful, you know. That's a big number. So for the black people, it's hard for you to see that at that age. As the white people, you see that easily, you know. Black skin is naturally more resistant to the sun-induced aging. Black don't crack isn't just a saying, it has a science behind it. So when you hear somebody say that black that cannot crack or does not crack, there's a science behind it. The melanin pigments making black people look smoother, you know, at the big ages like 50. There's also sun exposure and skincare. Many white people, especially those with lighter skin, don't use sunscreen daily, while their skin is more sensitive to the UV damage. Over time, this causes wrinkles, loss of elasticity, sunspots, and sagging. You know, by contrast, black skin naturally has more built-in SPF protection, and it doesn't get sunburned as easily, though it still needs sunscreen. You know, our skin doesn't get sunburned easily, but most of the time, even for me, when I go on holiday, let's say in the coastal regions, which are usually very, very hot, I have to apply sunscreen just to take care of my skin, you know. Then number 3, we have the collagen and skin thickness. Black skin tends to be thicker and more dense in collagen, which gives it a firmer, smoother appearance for longer. We have a lot of collagen and our skin is thicker, you know, making us to appear smoother for long. Well, the white skins are usually a little bit of not as thick. I'd say not as thick as the black skin. White skin, especially with less collagen retention, shows lines and sagging earlier. You know, the skin starts sagging very, very early. You'd find a lady at her 50, you know, having sagging skin. That's because of the difference with the melanin content, with the collagen, you know, the skin thickness that we have between the white and black counterparts. This is now science, you know. This is not hate, this is nothing, this is just bad science, you know. Then the other thing that makes us look different is stress and environment. Ironically, despite facing more racial stress, we black folks, and systemic inequalities, black people often age better physically, at least on the outside. Black folks age better physically, you know. This is partly due to a stronger cultural self-care tradition, such as moisturizing skin daily, shea butter and oils. Most black people have skin routines to ensure that their skins, you know, look better. Then there is also protective hairstyles and our diets rooted in whole homemade foods for some. Then number 5, which is the last one, is genetics and hormones. Aging is also tied to genetic expression. Some populations carry genes that affect how skin renews and repairs over time. Melanin-rich populations, particularly those of African descent, often have genes that protect against inflammation and environmental stresses. This is now about the genetics. You know, just because black people look younger, this is a disclaimer. Because we look younger, let's say at 50, doesn't mean that we are actually healthier. In fact, research shows that black Americans often face more chronic health issues due to systemic factors, but their skin aging is slower due to biological advantages. So fam, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the black 50 versus white 50 challenge, where people are showcasing how they look at 50 years old. I saw some people took this challenge seriously and some were even offended. But for me, I took it as one that people are just having fun and trying to show themselves how they look. That's why it's even women doing it. You know, women want to look beautiful even as they age. So they just want to show you how they look at 58, at 55, and that is something they take with pride. So fam, no hard feelings for this one today. We are one people and we love each other. Fam, like this video so that it can be recommended to other YouTube users, and I'll be very, very grateful. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this challenge. Lastly, kindly do consider subscribing to the channel. We are currently on the road to 50,000 subs. Fam, share the video widely. Thank you and see you all in our next episode. Goodbye for now.